And there it is, broken spring. So it made a loud bang and now it won't go open. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's the full weight of the door. Oh, the spring's broken. I'm Steve from Workbench-Z. The spring inside this Torquemaster garage door spring is broken. I just managed to call the shop that has them 5 minutes before they closed, and they told me to come back at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning and to bring the old one with so they can make sure they match up with good replacement. So let's see how much trouble I can get into trying to take this thing out. The noise and the camera angles for removing this were terrible, so I'm going to show you here on the floor. You start by backing off this worm screw to take the tension off of the spring. And then you remove this little cap off the end. Then you can remove this cap. Then you can gently pry off this gear. And that gives you access to take out the lug nuts, the lag screws. And there it is, the broken spring. I just got back from the shop with the replacement one. And it's a good thing I've got a long truck. And this is the parts bag that came with it. Let's see what's inside. Some lag screws and some chain screws. That looks like a center support. Different kind of bend piece. Another kind of bend piece. Warning tags. And instruction set. Now this will be interesting. I'm going to study these for a little while and I'll get back to you in a minute. And I just realized I'm missing something. There's no spools or cables in this kit. I got to run back to the store and get that. Often there comes a point in a project where the frustration starts getting to you. Murphy's Law wants to make itself known. And you think about just no more videoing, just get it done. So I was mistaken. You don't get new spools and cable with a spring kit. They normally take a piece of wood and a hammer, knock it off the end, and use it again on the new spring. Well, let's see if you can see that there. I messed this one up trying to knock it off because I didn't use a piece of wood. I just started whacking at it with a hammer and then a screwdriver. Once I figured out how it came off, I took this one off with a block of wood and it came off beautifully. But they were very nice and kind. They gave me a few more spare bits and instructions. So now I have to figure out how to get this cable off and put it on this one. Now, let's see what happens. Okay, so the cable goes in through a hole here, comes out here, and disappears down this gap down the side, runs along to here, comes out in this gap here. But there's a screw here. Let's see if you can see that. There we go. There's a screw here. And no, you can't see it real well. If you look in here carefully, the screw is jamming the end of the cable against the side there. And then it looks like they just tucked the extra in here. Okay, this is the left one, correct? And the one I messed up, yeah, that's left also. Okay. So, goes into that crack. And I'm going to assume this little kink, I'm pretty sure is where it used to sit. And then down the gap too. And it would help if I loosened up this screw. Okay, this seems to be in place. Let's lock it down. And then, just like before, let's see if we can't tuck the extra in here. There we go. Mirror images, and seems to be at the right spot. Oh, and I've put the bearings back in these. Okay, they're ready to reinstall.